What's up everyone? Welcome back for another video. If you're already subscribed, you're awesome. If not, hit that subscribe button and join along for the ride. Today is just gonna be in garage stuff, probably messing around with the 240 because there's some damn landscapers outside making a racket right now, cutting the lawns of my neighbors. Usually I'm at work around this time, so I guess I never noticed it before, but a little annoying when you're home. And also, tried to fill in this crack. Got like some self-leveling stuff. Actually didn't even finish because it's really deep in some spots and actually soaked in. Found out after the fact of starting to use it that it takes 3 to 7 days to cure, so that sucks. So car's gonna stay in the garage for now. I have to go and get more of that to finish that, but that doesn't concern you guys. So staying in the garage for some 240 content. What we're doing today, actually a lot less than I was just thinking, because all we're gonna be able to do is hook up the headlights right now. So the headlights are installed, as you see, this Kouki headlights. I did put the grill in. I never made a video about that, but I think I mentioned in one of the videos. But right now the headlights are in. The high beam bulb is connected, but the low beam, it was a different connection than what I had on the car, so I ordered those from Wiring Specialties. These should be the connections I need, so what I'm gonna wind up doing now is, actually, I don't know which one's which. Green, yellow, which one's the positive and the negative, but, oh, green's positive. Has a little thing there. Gonna have to take this headlight out because the connection is like down here to hook the head, to power this up. So one thing I didn't notice, I actually just popped the grill in and I don't actually know how it connects other than snapping into the headlight. So I gotta figure out how to do that without breaking it. Take the headlights out. Power up the headlights, figure out which one's the positive and the negative on the car's wiring, then splice these in, hook them up, hopefully these lights turn on. And one other, oh god, I almost dropped that. Then one other problem I'm running into is the turn signals. You see down there, this is the passenger side. This uses a different bulb socket thing. I believe the side marker appears to be the same, but I ordered OEM sockets. These are for USDM cars. The JDM cars use a smaller one. Didn't know that at the time, so that was a waste of money, but you see this doesn't really fit. Not sure if these work. It seems to be the same style, but a little different, but it is the same connection, but doesn't go in deep enough. But same thing. This would eventually connect, also Wiring Specialties. Alright, pretty interesting actually. The grill is on here. You see these, see that guy and that guy, which actually snap into the light itself to hold the grill, so everything, I guess it gets spaced nice and evenly. There's a little slot in here, turn that, and it undoes it. So you get in. We're gonna be able to flip this very easily. There's a slot at the top, and then one of these is through, and you get to the other one through there. I got you a little lower. We're gonna show you, I'll just show you the way the headlights look now, and then hopefully at the end it's gonna be full illumination. That's just the parking lights. That should be the regular low beams, and then I'm gonna push this off forward, then that's your high beams. So like that, we should have lights, and we don't. So there's your headlight, and then backside, and you see bulb is, the sockets for the connection is really low. Like I was saying, this is a Wiring Specialties one. Gotta just face it the correct way and stop dropping it. Boom. So just gotta figure out wiring. Let me show you stock wiring. I have that marked for when I pulled the whole harness out, but that's the driver's side. This is your high beam bulb, and then this is the low beam. So what I'm seeing here, it's pretty dirty, but it looks like there's two browns and a black, so I'm gonna go with the two browns or the grounds, but we're gonna check that out anyway. All right, so we've got the headlights on. Got the ground somewhere. I don't know if you're able to see that. So that's a brown wire. This is a brown wire, 0 volts. And now we're going black wire. We got 12, so that's our power. All right, correction. I actually rechecked everything I just double checked everything just to be sure. So the wires aren't brown. They just, I think from like paint or whatever. This wire here, which is red with a yellow stripe, that's your power wire. Black is ground, and then this red with the black stripe is another ground. Now looking at this plug that I cut it off of, I just thought black was going up. Looking at it, I thought black was going up to over here. It's not. You have black is going straight to this prong right here. The red with the black stripe is going to this prong, and then red with the yellow stripe is going up and around to that prong. That was your power. A little tip for you, whenever you're cutting things like this off, leave yourself enough of a tail on it so you could splice it back if you ever need to. Alright, so moment of truth, I actually wound up leaving the black wire out. I spliced the red and yellow into the green, and then the red and black stripe into the yellow, only because on the end of this plug it has a positive and a negative. So black wire is left out. That's I believe that's just like the chassis grounds. So when I plug this in, headlight should turn on. Let's see. No. Okay then. I do have the car hooked up to a battery tender, if anyone's wondering why the lights are still on. Yeah. Alright, so I decided what I'm gonna do. I'm just, for right now, since I have the little butt, I use these guys, these are like butt connections. These are perfectly good. The butt connection, you crimp it on. Perfectly safe for this, especially because I don't really drive the car in the rain, so I don't really care that much about it. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna skin the black wire, and I'm gonna stuff it in the connection, see if the headlight turns on, and then if it does, I'll just redo that one connection. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. Okay. So let me redo that. I'll be right back. Same process on the passenger side, just red with the blue stripe is your power, and then red with the green stripe is your ground with the black wire. That's what we're looking like. Let's get this headlight back in. That's the first time in a while that it actually shut first try. I did order hood latches today, so that's probably why it's going to start working perfectly now. Let's go check out the headlights.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
So, full disclaimer, when I turn the high beams on, I pop both fuses. So I changed those fuses. I don't know if I just need a larger fuse now since it's different headlights. Old style maybe took a 20 amp, maybe this is supposed to take a 30, I don't know. I'm gonna look into that, but figured I'd just let you know. It shouldn't be the wiring of the low beam bulb, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, so as you see, these are like kind of standard OEM style, like I guess halogen, right? yellowish color, and then this is an LED aftermarket bulb. It's a lot different color, so probably gonna try to find a new bulb to at least match those, or maybe I'll just change these completely to like maybe straight yellow. I don't know yet. Something I'm gonna figure out. Need to look into the turn signal bulbs now and the socket, because like I showed you earlier in the video, wrong size that I have, but it is what it is. So thank you guys for joining me on this quick one, just getting the 240 a little more roadworthy again. Last time I did take it out, I didn't have a turn signal, but don't tell anyone. Headlights were in, but not working. I mean, the high beams were working at the time. Now that I've hooked the low beams up, the low beams work, but not the high beams. So thank you guys for joining me on this one. I'm trying to keep the videos coming, trying to do one every other day for this week, maybe next week if I can. But thanks for joining me. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave some comments down below. Maybe you know the problem with the wiring. If it's a different, if you know the code or whatever for the turn signal bulbs, the turn signal sockets, let me know so I could order those. And I believe it's the same for those. Those are some generic, like universal fit, rubbery ones that kind of fit in there, kind of don't. But see you guys in the next one. And I guess hit that notification bell. Do that. Do that too. See you later. Race car. Alright, so I'm putting this after if you're still here. I did a little research on the headlight situation with popping the fuses. They're wired differently between the Zenki and the Kouki. There's a dual filament bulb in the Zenki, which is up there, and the Kouki is a separate high beam and low beam, apparently. So there's actually a wiring harness that you could buy. You can buy them off eBay. There's probably other spots you could buy from. Basically adds a relay in between the low beam and the high beam, I think. But I have extra relays somewhere here. I have extra relays in the drawer. So I'm going to do this myself without having to spend money on the kit. So stay tuned for that. This video was a little bit of a fail, but not so much. I don't really use the high beams, but I do want everything working. I did pop fuses, so I have to go to the store to get more fuses because I don't know if we're going to see back there. Yeah, my little relay panel switch fuse box thing, I had to steal fuses from that to put it back in the OEM, and the OEM panel, fuse panel, is actually under the dash fuse. It's very hard to get to because it's close to the wall. So it is what it is. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. We will do it the correct way shortly. See you in a little bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.